Ladies and gentlemen, we finally got them. We finally caught them. The Trump administration, his DOJ and FBI now have all the evidence. It's in their hands. I really want to know what they're going to do going forward because this is absolutely damning. The Democrats have been doing what they told us they don't do. Yeah, I think you're catching on to what I'm saying, and I'm about to play you everything and expose the far left globalists. But really quickly, before we get into it, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, Verity Metals. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in protecting your IRA, 401k, cash, and everything in between, gold, silver, platinum is the way to go. And I recommend Verity Metals. These people are patriots. They're people of faith and Trump supporters like you and I. They are located out of Glendale, Arizona, and they'll be more than happy to give you additional metals on your next qualifying order when you tell them I sent you. 888-328-6105. Links down below in the description. Thank you. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm talking about. So, attorney and longtime friend of President Trump drops bombshell allegation. Dominion voting machines examined by experts in Michigan found phone chips mounted on the motherboard. Now I'm going to let him speak for himself.
Clerks of the courts who own these machines, and they're the ones that sign the contracts with Dominion machines. They're the ones in charge. They gave these machines over gladly to these lawyers so that these machines could be examined. And then what happens? Then they decide later, after the examinations showed things that I'll tell you in a second, they decided later, in order to get these lawyers, weaponization of government, how do we get them? I know what we do. We change the law. Let's do this. Let's just say that the Secretary of State now has to give permission. That was not a law at the time anything went down here. That became the law in their eyes and in the eyes of the trial judge, that's at least the one that's trying Stephanie Lambert, which is absolutely absurd. You cannot make criminal law when you examine the conduct of somebody and then decide later, oh, well, you know what? We're going to make that the crime. That's literally what they did. And why? Because of what they found. They were able to, one of the things that Stephanie Lambert and Matt DePerno was charged with are the offenses of destroying election equipment. Well, first of all, technically, and let's not get into the details here on that, but technically, as a matter of law, those aren't actually election equipment. But forget that. Let's just think about it as though it is for a second. And let's just look at what they found. They opened up this equipment, and because they broke the seal in opening this up, they're accused of destruction of this equipment. And they had to, and I'm not saying that the lawyers did. The lawyers never saw these machines. They didn't touch these machines. These machines were in the hands of the experts. And in order to do a proper investigation, the experts needed to open up the computer and take a look at the motherboard.
So really quickly, when they opened up to look at the motherboard, now they're being sued for destroying election property or equipment. See how the Democrats play with everything? Oh, you destroyed our election equipment. Why do you have cell phone chips inside of your election equipment? I thought these cannot be connected to services or Wi-Fi.
So when they did, what did they find? Amazing. They found something called phone chips. You know what I'm talking about, chips. I'm not talking about things made out of potatoes. I'm talking about those things made in Taiwan and other parts of the world. But the chips that you put into your computer, some of them are meant to be able to be called from a telephone someplace else or from a computer that has a similar kind of phone chip. And that's what these computers have in them.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Dominion voting machines. And now this was done on Donald Trump's command. He wanted these machines finally tested. These people did. And what they have discovered is absolutely shocking / terrifying / we told you so. People need to go to prison. We need our elections cleaned up, secure, one day, paper ballot, in person, proof of citizenship. It's that simple. I'll keep you updated. Subscribe. God bless you. I'll see you on the next one.